CPR. She did this as she waited for help to arrive. Meanwhile, Daniel walked home and disposed of his clothing and the knife that he had used in the attack. The paramedics soon arrived on the scene and Morgan was taken to hospital, but shortly after arriving, he tragically passed away from his injuries. The police arrived at the scene and an investigation was soon underway. Investigators quickly found Morgan's last movements. He was at the local pub and they began to gather CCTV footage around the area, and what they found left them shocked and disturbed. On the footage, they found a man who was clearly following Morgan, someone who was even watching him through the window. Investigators knew that whoever this man was, he at least knew something. They noticed that the man following Morgan appeared to be wearing chef's clothing, which gave them a lead. So the investigators looked at restaurants in the local area, asking those who worked there if they recognized the man in the CCTV footage. They ended up inquiring in the Sydney cooking school. Someone who worked there confirmed that they knew who it was in the footage. They told them it was Daniel Kelsall. Investigators were then given an address, so they went to Daniel's home in hopes of speaking to him about the gruesome murder. Upon seeing Daniel, the investigators were rather taken aback. They didn't believe that such a person would be capable of the crime. However, they of course needed to go through this line of inquiry before ruling him out. Daniel was taken to the station where he was questioned by the police, and there he confirmed that it was indeed him in the video footage.
Called him no shoes.
No, not to his face. No, that's what.
No, sorry, but that's what you said.
The name that I had for the person
Correct.
was, no shoes.
No shoes. Have you ever seen him before?
No.
Never?
Not to my knowledge.
Sorry?
Not to my knowledge, no. I mean, it's possible that I may have walked like,
Sure.
cross paths.
But you don't know him?
No.
Why'd you jog?
It's cold. Mum always tells me if you're cold, go for a jog.
How far did you jog for?
Not very far.
How far is not very far?
Oh, maybe. I don't know. From the lights, a little bit after the lights, to a little bit before the opening to the restaurant, the closed restaurant. I might be the only person to tell you, bring my boss will. I'm not very good at remembering things.
So you're not very good at it.
Indicated you've sort of walked back up Military Road, across Watson. If you're cold, I'm just wondering why you would go that way. That doesn't look like the most direct route.
I don't know. I don't. When I get tired, I don't really pay attention to a lot of things. I think it was because I wanted to check in at work.
Did you have a bag with you?
Yes, this one.
Thank you. And it's that particular bag?
This one.
So that's a, what is it? Phillips Fox with a, was it South Africa?
South African soccer
It's
team.
at the World Cup.
That's, yes, I believe it's the Visa. It's a World Cup leopard.
And do you recall what you would have had in that particular bag?
I would have had a apron.
Yes.
My box of Yu-Gi-Oh trading cards.
Of your what, sorry?
Yu-Gi-Oh trading card game. And that would be it. I might have had a food item, but I'm not too sure.
You've indicated that you have autism, is that correct?
Yes.
What do you mean? What?
Newtown?
Domination. CIA, you're cleared hot. Work your frag list. Securing Alpha. Zone A secure.
Sniper removed.
Securing B. Bravo zone secure.
5 enemies slotted.
Get a UAV on station.
Oi, oi. Slotted. Hostiles deleted. 10 in the air.
Hostile UAV established overhead. Losing A. Hostile counter UAV established above. Losing B.
TACOM, I need eyes overhead.
Watchdog helo fueled and standing by.
Established hostile helo on station above. Grenade incoming.
Arrow 2 entering AOR. Thanks out.
Losing Bravo.
Yourself back to
TACOM, get a napalm strike on my beacon.
Enemy UAV inbound. Bravo lost.
We're taking fire.
That's a kill.
Taking B.
Arrow 2-2, still free.
Watchdog helo has been eliminated. Hostiles neutralize your watchdog helo.
B locked down. Enemy CUAV inbound.
Requesting recon above. Authorizing napalm strike.
Outpost available.
Hostile UAV
Using
established
scout
overhead.
pulse.
TACOM, I need eyes overhead. TACOM, Tono requesting napalm strike.
Losing B.
Enemy using trophy.
TACOM Stone requesting napalm strike. TACOM, commence watchdog helo mission.
Grenade incoming.
Requesting recon above.
Net call, napalm strike inbound. Losing Bravo.
Our visual.
We lost B. Locking down Bravo.
That's 5 kills. Spotted blast trap. Wasted.
TACOM, get a napalm strike on my beacon.
One in my sights.
Taking Bravo underway. Locking down Bravo. Bravo is ours.
UAV on grid.
Lining one up. Target removed.
Net call. Hostile chopper gunner operating.
Okay, you're prepping fire.
TACOM, Total requesting napalm strike.
Eyes on enemy.
Hostile UAV established overhead. Enemy CUAV inbound.
Going up.
Requesting recon above.
Tossing Semtex.
Enemy napalm strike incoming.
Tossing flash. Hostile using assault pack.
Hostile counter UAV established above. inbound.
They ain't going nowhere.
Losing B.
Flushing grenade out.
Bravo lost. Securing B.
Get down, frag!
B secured. Enemy has established chopper gunner above. Enemy CUAV inbound. Hostile UAV established overhead. Losing Bravo.
Scout phone, standing by.
Fight one.
Okay,
Enemies
good.
rearming. Over an enemy. Activating scout pulse.
Enemy UAV inbound.
Get a UAV on grid.
Net call. Hostile interceptors on approach. Enemy interceptors are coming around for a second pass. Net call. Napalm strike inbound.
Sending flashback.
Losing B. Losing Bravo. Losing B. Hostile UAV established overhead.
TACOM, I need eyes overhead.
Deploying Archangel.
Get a UAV on grid. Authorizing napalm strike. Requesting watchdog helo on my grid.
Tango front. Sniper threat neutralized.
Cancel that.
We're losing Alpha. UAV inbound. Securing Charlie. Losing A. Location secure. Maintain current posture. We're losing Alpha. We lost A.
Target down.
Operator establishing score streak.
Open the paper. Good night, dog.
Requesting recon above.
Good night.
Hostile UAV established overhead. Hostile counter UAV established above.
Authorizing napalm strike. That's all I need. Eyes overhead.
Hostile using assault pack.
Taking Alpha. Feel that? They're about to break. Give them a nudge. They never stood a chance. Proceed to extract Crimson.
Tack on. Mission area is ours. Dispatch cleanup crew.
Shit! Sniper! Stop!
Told you I had you six.
Oh yes, I just sent the Black Ops 6. Helldivers 2 only has... Dude, the original Helldivers has more viewers than...
Lots of visual cover, so just, you know.
Interesting. Club Penguin. What? Oh my god, these sticks. Fucking long. Even let's.
Sort.
It hasn't been classified because it was caught so late on in life that I've already adjusted to having it. I haven't taken any concrete tests by my psychologist. I have seen a psychologist and I've been diagnosed with this. I don't actually know what specific level on the autism scale it is, but it does impede some functioning in everyday life.
Like what?
I can't tell balance. I can't tell measurement of any kind. So measurement of time, measurement of object, in any type of measurement, I can't instinctively tell. So I can't, like, a pinch of salt. I can't continue a same pinch of salt. So you ask me to do 2 pinches of salt, they will not be the same. You ask me to guess your measurement, I would not be able to at all. I wouldn't be able to say you're about this height because I just can't tell.
Daniel said that he had seen Morgan when walking home. He had noticed that he was wearing no shoes. He said he briefly spoke to him at an ATM, but the conversation was short. Daniel was then shown footage of himself lurking outside the pub, and then some footage of him running towards Morgan. They asked him to explain 2 things. 1. Why was he lurking around for Morgan outside the pub? And 2. Why did he run after him when he left the pub? Daniel claimed that he had a bad memory, especially when he was tired, and that he ran towards Morgan because his mother told him to go for a jog if he was ever cold. The police found these responses rather strange. There was some fingerprints and DNA recovered from the crime scene, so the police asked Daniel if he could provide DNA samples and fingerprints so they would be able to cross-reference the evidence. But Daniel refused. Daniel explained that he had never entered Morgan's home and that he knew nothing about the murder. With no concrete evidence linking him to the crime, Daniel was free to go. However, the police believed that they had found their man. More work just needed to be done. After the police interview, Daniel was scheduled to work. When he got to work, his boss asked him if the police had spoken to him, as they had just been at the Sydney cooking school in connection to Morgan's murder. Daniel told his boss that he had nothing to do with the murder, but then said that if he had killed Morgan, the police would never, ever find out. The police got back to work, desperately trying to solve this horrific crime. However, only days later, the police received a call from Daniel. Daniel informed them that he had not been entirely honest during the interview, and he asked the police to meet him in a car park. The police agreed, and they met with Daniel. In this car park, Daniel told the investigators a different story. He now told them that he had indeed entered Morgan's home, but that Morgan had invited him in. He said that the two entered the bedroom, where he began to consensually touch Morgan. However, he said that a woman had seen them in bed together and had gotten angry and attacked Daniel. Daniel claimed that he quickly left and that Morgan had been killed due to this. Daniel was then swiftly arrested. The police believed that he was telling a half-truth to cover the fact that the police had found DNA in the property, likely realizing that it was only a matter of time before he would be forced to give over the samples. Although there was an issue. This exchange and confession with the investigators was not recorded, and back at the station, Daniel refused to speak. Daniel's home and the Sydney cooking school were searched right away. Almost immediately, they found that one of the knives was missing. This knife would never be found, even to this day. Police then found a bag in Daniel's room, the very same bag that Daniel had worn at the time he was seen on CCTV during the night of the murder, the bag which he had also worn in the police interview. Blood was found on the bag. The blood was tested, and there was a DNA match. The blood belonged to Morgan Huxley, which of course means that Daniel walked into the police station